it's Miranda Love here, the CEO and founder of Ninja Growth Strategies and international best-selling author. I don't know if this resonates with you or not, but I know that it can be extremely frustrating as a marketer or a coach that whenever you get sales calls booked and appointments on your calendar and then people no show. So people just don't show up for the appointment. And so what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be bringing on Curtis Phelan, our our head sales coach here at Ninja Growth Strategies. And to get him to, we're going to be going over and revealing with you our top three. Oh, we're having some success here now, Curtis. Yay! Woohoo! As you hear live, we got it figured out. So we're going to be covering our top 3 steps that you can do right now to decrease on no-shows and to get people to actually show up on your sales calls appointments so that way you can enroll them into your high-ticket program. Welcome, Curtis.
Hi, Miranda. Thanks for having me on.
Good. I'm so glad that we got you joining us. I'm just going to share this into our group, The Art of Attracting High Ticket Clients on LinkedIn. It's our free Facebook group that we've got. It's a way for us, we share all sorts of videos like this to really increase your sales and being able to convert clients online in general, but using LinkedIn. So Curtis, if you want to, while I'm doing that, if you just like to just kind of briefly talk about how frustrating it is for no shows and your experience. Let us know about your 20 years of experience working with doing high ticket sales and coaching sales.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Let me just adjust this. My phone bracket here is a little close to my face. And I just shared it to my page as well.
Awesome. There we are. So
every time we do a live, I have this same person gets on here and they start messaging me and it keeps freezing me up. So let me just message them.
If y'all are watching this, go ahead and type in the comments as well below and let us know if this resonates with you. Are you having no-shows? Has this been a problem, for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Any questions you have about no-shows or how to decrease them, we're going to cover that today. But any questions you have or challenges you're having around that, definitely reach out. So, in this day and age, they get excited, they see your they see your message or get your invitation or schedule on your calendar if you're using some type of software where they can just book on your calendar like we do. And the first thing you want to do as soon as you see that booking come in to reduce it is to show them that you're a real person. Actually create that connection real quick. And the fastest way to do that, the way I do it, because we do use some emails and things like that, reminders they receive from the scheduling software that will tell them, you've booked your appointment, here's when it is. They also get reminders for the call, maybe a day or two before, but we'll cover that. So the first thing I do is I will text them. I'll text them and say, hi, this is who I am. I look forward to our call tonight or tomorrow or whatever. And I've even had situations where people will say, oh, shoot, you know what? I did book that. Can we reschedule? And so it was good that I messaged them, because people get busy. They want to watch your webinar. They want to go through your class, but they can't do it right now. So they register because they want the replay. They think, well, I'll go watch it tonight when I get home, or I'll watch it in 2 days, right? And so that's what happens a lot of times. And then what happens is life gets in the way. Life gets in their way and they never watched it or they never got to the class. And then they're like, shoot, I booked that call. I never even watched the webinar. So you really got to reach out to them right away. It's a quick text message. Hi, this is Curtis from Ninja Growth Strategies. I'm really looking forward to our breakthrough session tomorrow at 2 o'clock. And then also when I call them, they know it's me because, oh yeah, that's Curtis. He's texting me. I have his number, or they might save your number. Now, an advanced thing you can do, and I'm actually going to start doing this because it does really increase it, is just give them a quick call. Even if you have to leave a voicemail, because you don't always know if it is a cell phone number. It could be a landline they're using or an office number, and you want to make sure that number is working. It's the right number. I've had a situation It took me almost 2 weeks to get someone on a call because they were using their company's routing service, and so the number they kept giving me was, and they spoke French, and I don't speak French, so I would call the office, and it would be all in French, and I would guess what number to push to get through to them, and then I would get someone on the phone, and they only speak French, they don't speak English. So then it was like, okay, let's find someone that speaks English and find out what this guy is telling us. But anyways, so you want to test that. You want to make sure it's the right number. You can get through to them, and it's just a real quick, hello, this is who I am. Look forward to our call. You don't have to have a conversation with them because then they're going to want to talk to you, and they might not have enough time. So it's just either a text or a quick phone call. Hi, this is who I am. You're scheduled. So it creates that kind of connection there. So they're more apt to show up. They're like, oh yeah, I know who this is. Yes, I have that call. I talked to them, type of thing. So that's number one. Another thing for me is also, if you can, if you're using scheduling type software, make sure that it gives them reminders. And as Myranda says, I wouldn't do your best to try to book the calls or keep your schedule so tight that it only allows them to book a call maybe 48 hours, maximum 72 hours, but you're going to start to see more no-shows if you go beyond 48 hours. Because like I said, things change. They're excited. They want to talk to you right now. And, 3 days later, who knows what happened? Who knows what can happen in those 3 days? They might forget, something came up. So do your best to keep it tight and keep it to that, 48 hour, if you can, time frame, maximum 72 hours. We don't really like to go past that. It's like you'd rather, message them again and get them to schedule again next week or something. So anyway, so that's probably the top three, I think, right there. And then, like I said, make sure that scheduling software sends them a reminder. I would say like 5-10 minutes before the call. I do it personally. I send them a text message personally just before the call, maybe within that hour. But if you can have your service do it, do it that way. It makes automation a lot easier, makes life easier. So those are the major ones. Do you have some other ones to cover, Myranda?
Yeah, I think that's great. I guess we had talked about it a little bit before, but so I do have, I think that those are some great ones in there. So the number one that I have that is don't no-show yourself. So if you're getting a lot of no-shows, look at where maybe there's been something that's happened recently where, you haven't shown up for an appointment, or you kind of canceled at the last minute or something like that. So if that's the energy that you're putting out there, then you're going to be experiencing a lot of no-shows. So just really walk in integrity with yourself. And if you're not able to show up for something that you committed to do, then let that person know. We set aside time specifically whenever somebody schedules an appointment with us here at Ninja Growth Strategies. It's a free coaching accelerator breakthrough call where, you're going to get clarity on your offer, your target, your pricing, your marketing strategy. We'll map out exactly for you our strategies for attracting and converting high ticket clients from LinkedIn. That's what happens on these free coaching calls. And we set aside time, we set aside an hour and a half that literally is just dedicated for you. Is 100% what it's for. The call is all about giving you clarity and giving you value. And, whenever you schedule an appointment with somebody and then they don't, you just don't show up, if you're not wanting that value, then don't schedule the appointment, if you're not going to be able to show up. But I think that if they schedule an appointment, but they just didn't show up, it could be one of two things. A lot of times they get scared that, there might be something that I'm going to have to do that I'm not really going to be ready for, or something along those lines. So, it's not anything like that. Definitely the calls that we do here at Ninja Growth Strategies, they're for you. They're for the people that are needing that clarity and the acceleration and breakthrough in their business. It's not not for us. It's 100% for you. So, don't schedule an appointment unless you know that you're going to be able to show up. But what do you think, Curtis, about, there's still hot leads, even if they don't show up. So, some of the strategies that we do, we do go ahead and send them, text messages. We'll maybe even call them again randomly and keep them on our, where we're sending them testimonials, because even though they didn't show up for that appointment, they're still considered a hot lead. Wouldn't you think so, Curtis?
100%, 100%. Like I said, life just gets in the way, kids, work, whatever. So just because they didn't show up doesn't mean they don't want, they originally wanted whatever it is that they signed up for, right? That's a reason why they signed up. So whether it was they just had questions or they really want what it is you're having, they wanted that call. So it's really our job to reach out and make sure that they get that call or do the best we can to give it to them. So when someone does no show, the first thing I'll do, I'll call. They might not answer, it'll go to voicemail, whatever. I will leave I leave a message and then I call right back. And then I'll wait about 5 minutes. In that 5 minutes, I'm texting them. Hi, this is Curtis. I'm calling for your breakthrough session. That's it, real quick and simple. If they don't respond, I start typing an email in that 5 minute period. So at the 5 minutes, I send the email. Hey, we're trying to reach you. If you get this in the next, 10 minutes, give me a call back at my number. And then, or if something came up, we understand you need to reschedule. Here's the link to reschedule. I'll send that and I'll call them one more time and I'll leave them another message. And that works very, very.
Yep, and we're still emailing them as well. Even if they don't show up, they're in our email automation, and so we definitely will have some that they scheduled, maybe a month ago, and canceled or just didn't show up, and then they come back around. But definitely the number one key to it is don't no show yourself. Show up for what it is that you've booked an appointment for, and that's how you're going to decrease no-shows. I have here for step number 2, as what you had said as well, is tighten it up. We really teach here to tighten your calendar, as Curtis was saying. Only open it up 48 to 72 hours max. Because as he was saying, is people just really, if they schedule an appointment today on Thursday for next Wednesday, chances are they're going to forget, and they're going to no show on you. But really, if they've watched your marketing piece, if they've received some message from you, or they've signed up for your webinar, they've watched your webinar, something inspired them to reach out and book that call with you. You want to speak to them as soon as possible, whenever they're still in that state of needing help, being curious about if your system will work for them, of reaching out for help. So really tighten it up. So that's what we use and teach here. So you definitely need to have a calendar. If you're wanting to do any sort of marketing, you want to have a calendar and a way of people to be booking calls with you. And so we teach. I use You Can Book Me. That's the one that I use. It's a calendar service that works great. And then also Set More is one that I have step-by-step training on. That's the one that I started. That's the one that I started with. And then whenever I moved to sales teams, I switched to You Can Book Me. So you definitely want to have an automatic way of booking people. And whenever they book that appointment with you, you want to send them something, like send them a link we send them a link to watch our replay of our webinar. We send them a link to our testimonial videos. I've got an ebook that I'm sending them. So you're wanting for them to still, in that, that 1 day time or half a day, you're wanting for people to still consume some content of yours. And I will say that our best sales come from the people that book like that day or the next day. Like whenever we're able to speak to people that quick from whenever they're watch our webinar, which is the strategy that we use and teach for LinkedIn, is reaching out to our targeted connections, inviting them to connect, then inviting them to a webinar. And on that webinar, we invite them to a phone call, and that's all automated and evergreen. And so that is but you really want to, the sooner that you can get people on the call, the better. So tighten it up. Don't let people book, way out into the into the future. And then I have step number 3, or key number 3, to help you decrease no-shows and make more offers and make more sales right now, with the appointments that you're getting, is to, as Curtis was saying, is to use text reminders, use SMS reminders. So we have, with our automation funnel here, whenever they book a call, they automatically get, at that point, they get a text from our system. It's like, it says, check your email, your appointment has been approved. Check your email for some more information, because some of our calls we do on Zoom and some of them we do on the phone. But you want to, so we send them an automated, SMS text right then, and then we send them one, and they also get email reminders from us as well, automated ones and personal ones. As Curtis was saying, we do go ahead and send them a text personally whenever we look at their profile, and then that's the strategy that we've got to be implementing as well, is actually call them. This is a real person that's on the phone. This is a real person. I'm excited to speak with you, and I've got this time set. Let them know, I've got this time set aside specifically for them. And then you can also, and those are the strategies that are working, and just remind them of why they booked the call in the first place. And we also use a pre-call form here. It's kind of like an application. It's a pre-call form. And so I have my system set up so they book an appointment, it automatically pops up to confirm your appointment, click here to complete this pre-call form. And most of our appointments do complete that form. If they don't, those are usually the ones who no-show. And it depends on where you are in your business. Whenever you have so many calls that you don't know what to do with, then just go ahead and cancel those appointments that they don't take the time to complete that application. Now, reach out to them, and we have that with our automation software as well. It's when they book the appointment, I go ahead and I assume that maybe they didn't complete that form. So it's the first email is, hey, make sure that you've completed this form here, to confirm your appointment. And so that's, you want to use a pre-call form as well, some sort of an application. And whenever your calendar is so full that you're tired of dealing with people that don't even want to complete an application, then, you might choose to go ahead and just cancel that call and reach out to them, say, hey, our calendar's so full, you didn't complete this application. Do you want to speak to this? Do you want to have this call or not? If so, I'm, just texted you the link, or I'm emailing you the link, or check your email to complete that form. So that way, and really the form is designed to let them go ahead and start that process of letting them get clarity around, what it is, why of their problems and why they're reaching out for help. And it also really kind of lets you know that they're serious as well, and that there's somebody that you want to speak to, because again, your calls are all about giving them value. We use and we teach a rolling high ticket recipes format that what we help our clients, our coaches and consultants, be able to then, what do you say on those phone calls? So that's a whole nother training. And we've actually done a live video here to help with objection handlings, and we've done some before on that. But if you are wanting to know that exact recipes format, that is something that we do cover on the inside of our programs and our Business Coach Accelerator. And so if you want to get that, then definitely reach out as well. So Curtis, did you have anything else?
No, that's it. I think we covered everything. Another big thing was to mention was the pre-call form. If they don't fill that form out, you just might as well say, like Myranda said, reach out to them, email them or text them, say, here's the link. I need you to fill this out before the call. If they don't do that, you're kind of like 50-50. They may or may not show up. So like Myranda said, if you have plenty of time, that might be okay in the beginning. But as you get more and more clients and you want more time freedom, the people that don't fill those forms out, they're usually not that serious. So it's really just a waste of your time. You want people, plus they're not coachable. If you ask someone to do something and they don't do it, they're not coachable. You don't want to work with those people usually. It's, so you want people that want what you have, follow the steps. They're coachable. They have they have that ability to follow through, follow directions, and if they can't follow directions, you're going to have a hard time coaching them. If they can't fill out 5 questions, before a call, and you ask them to do a webinar or something like that, you're going to have a hard time, and they're going to have a hard time getting the result. So yeah, that's really it, Miranda. I think we covered everything to increase, people showing up. It's just that little extra personal touch, like with the text messages and things. That makes a big difference as opposed to just all the automated stuff. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. And I also, thank you for that, Curtis. I also wanted to say that, on that pre-call form, that call should that form should happen after they book the appointment. So let them book the appointment without asking them tons of questions right there. Let them book the appointment, because at least then you get, their name, their phone number, and you can follow up if they don't complete that form. So a lot of people make that mistake, is where they're trying to ask, way too many questions on that initial form. So go ahead and have them book the appointment and use that form to find out, a little bit more about their problem and what they're trying to accomplish, and also their level of commitment to that. And you can ask the question is, do they have the resources to invest in solving that problem, or do they have access to the resources to invest in solving that problem, or do they have no resources and they don't want to solve that problem? Resources, time, money, and energy. So those are questions that you can use to ask for the pre-qualifying as well. If somebody puts that down, it's like, no, I want, on our question, it's like, no, I have no resources and I want to keep my business the same, then we'll just cancel that appointment and we'll reply back, this call is for people who are wanting to change their business. They're not happy where they are right now and they're looking for that breakthrough. And if you want to keep your business exactly the same, then we're just, how can I help? It's because we're all about helping accelerate coaching businesses and helping people charge more, increase their prices, and leverage their time and expertise with group programs, high-end group masterminds. And evergreen is what we use and what we teach here as well. Like, I'm getting ready to take off for 2 weeks and can be completely unplugged, and my business is still going to run. Usually every time I do go on vacation, we make even more money when we're on vacation. So whenever you have it set up that way, my clients are still going to be able to get results. And whenever you have those systems set up and you have it done that way, in the freedom business model that we use and that we teach here, then it's a great way to leverage your time and your expertise. So if you are you're new to my work here, new to our work, new to Ninja Growth Strategies, then, or new as maybe a coach or a consultant, or maybe you've been a coach or consultant or a service provider for a while, and you're not getting the leads, clients, and sales and conversions that you're wanting, or maybe you're an entrepreneur now, but you're looking to add a second revenue stream with coaching, and you'd like to do it in a way where you're able to make, $25,000 to $50,000 per month working just, whenever you do it this way, 5 to 10 hours a week using our system, then go ahead and reach out to us. Probably the first thing that I would have you do is watch our free web class as well, and because it is tons and tons and tons of value for the business coach, to let you see in detail the 5 shortcuts that you can use right now to grow your business, to make your next 6 figures online this year using LinkedIn. And we're talking about multiple 6 figures without even using any advertising. It's a great, profitable business model. And so see that. Go to ninjagrowthstrategies.com. Look at that webinar. It's people take screenshots and screenshots of notes. They'll come to our calls. I mean, they get so much value out of it, and they come to our calls and they're basically reciting it back to us. So that free web class has helped thousands and thousands and thousands of people right now. So if you haven't gained that information, go there now to ninjagrowthstrategies.com and watch that. And whenever you watch that and you're ready to speak with us, maybe you've been in the group for a while and you've been watching a lot of our videos, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to make that next step in my business and I want to accelerate calibrate my business, get that clarity, and see is my targeting right? What is the strategy I should use for LinkedIn? And how are you helping people get results so quickly? Then we will speak with you on the phone. You, as a group member, you are allowed to schedule one free coaching business accelerator call, and do complete that application. Do show up for it if you're going to schedule it, because we will set time aside specifically for you to find out what's working in your business and what isn't. Where is it that you're wanting to go? And if it looks like our strategies will help you get there, then we'll absolutely map that out for you and show you how on the call. And we may invite you to be one of the experts that we bring in to help with this this month, but we may not. We don't have space for everybody. We don't have time to help everybody. It's not, it's our coaching calls are very, even though it isn't a group format, everybody gets tons of time because we do limit, we limit the number of people that are applying, and you have to be a true expert at what it is that you do as well. We'll help you. You don't have to have a coaching business right now or a consulting business, but you do need to have a way of helping people and have gotten results for you or for your employer or your clients or your friends or your family. And we're going to help you. You don't have to have a niche picked right now, or you could be like a lot of our clients and like me and Curtis, as well as I've skilled in so many different things, but where should I target that, and what is the best way that's going to make me feel congruent with what I'm doing in my life and my business, and that I'm going to be able to give the most value to people who can say yes, people who have money that can pay for it. What problems are you looking to solve for profit? We will help you do that. In my program, the Business Coach Accelerator, that's the first whole module is on that, is on high ticket clarity. And what is it that you're trying to do here? And then we'll go through it with you. We'll look at it with you. We'll be like, okay, yes, this is a high ticket offer that we can sell, or let's kind of tweak this around, move it around a little bit, make sure that it is, a high ticket offer that'll sell for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, even $25,000. We had a leadership coach who came through our program not that long ago, and he was doing $150 for one-off sessions and was even flying around the world to do that. And we helped him create a high-end program, $15,000, and position him as the expert. And he got six people while he was just in our 8-week boot camp to sign up for his $15,000 program and pay him that money on the spot using our strategies, where before he was only charging $150. So, that is a big shift, but that's the difference between having a high ticket offer and having somebody, like myself, I have 25 years experience in helping businesses grow. I've been online now as an online entrepreneur for 10 years. I've started and sold 2 prior businesses before launching Ninja Growth Strategies. And I was asked to coach. I've been an online marketer and entrepreneur figuring these things out. So having my expertise to look at your offer, look at your marketing, help me create your webinar with you slide by slide, not even just going through the training, but really getting that is where that gives you the make or break between having an offer that will sell and just, having some info product that honestly, could really just go for $97, and you're going to be hard to get that. So if you'd like my help, you'd like my expertise, and you want to be a success at this, and you're all in with your business, then we'll speak with you for free. Go to ninjagrowthstrategies.com/growth. And again, that's at ninjagrowthstrategies.com/growth. We'll type that into the comments here, and I can probably do it right now. Over here, and that's where you will pick a time to speak with us on our calendar, and a time that works for you, that you're going to be able to be setting aside just for you. And then you can even see we got some testimonials on there as well, and some videos. You're welcome to consume that content and make sure that this is something that's right for you. But we'll speak with you one-on-one for free. And as I was saying earlier, Curtis has 20 years of experience in this coaching industry. He was one of the founding members of Tony Robbins coaching team, back in the day. And so, it's going to be him or me or somebody else here that has a high level of experience in this industry and in this space. We're not new. We're not new to this online marketing and to this high ticket coaching. And we, that's who you're going to get to speak to, even just on this free call. And if you want some more help, we can see if one of our programs might be a good fit for you. But do go ahead and grab one of those now. And that is at ninjagrowthstrategies.com/growth. Curtis, any final words from you?
No, Myranda, definitely. We might have to jump on that page and open up a day because it looks like they were full. So okay. I just want to make sure because we're using that growth page. I just pulled it up. Yeah. So we'll open up some slots. If not today, for Monday. So you guys can go there to ninjagrowthstrategies.com/growth.
Yeah, that's that. You got to make sure that you do always have availability. And that is something I know we were just talking about. Usually, because we do keep our calendars so tight and we're always getting schedules booked. And honestly, right now I'm looking at the calendars. We're booked up. So I will open up some new spots now for Monday. But that's just because now we're already full. With what we're talking about with no shows is I don't want to let people book so far in advance. So we'll open that up. If you don't see a time that works for you, then just reach out here on Facebook. Messenger to me or to Curtis, and we can schedule something with you off that works for you. And if you got value out of this video, be sure to like and comment on it. Let us know if you're having a lot of no-shows, if these tips and strategies have been helpful for you to decrease your no-shows. And also let us know, what do you do to increase your appointments and to increase your offers that you make, that people that are actually showing up on your offers. So type that in the comments below. And once again, this has been Myranda Love, the CEO and founder of Ninja Growth Strategies, here with you and with our head sales coach here at Ninja Growth Strategies, Curtis Phelan. Thanks for joining me, and we will talk soon. Bye.